Alrighty, we're live. What's up, everybody? I actually wasn't going to go live because I was sitting there waiting for the servers to come back up because the Destiny 2 servers were down because we have update 2.5.2.1 where they're reducing the cost of the mini boss as well for your class item. Mini bosses to from 100 to 50, and then also the boss kill gives you an extra 5. But we have the director's cut from Luke Smith. And this one's going to be a big one. And I tweeted out or asked you guys, should I just fire up the stream and we go over? Because it is long, guys. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to go through. But I think it'll be interesting for us to chat about this because there's a lot of stuff that Luke gets off his chest. And this is only part 1. And check it out, guys. They're going to be moving the bounties. What's up, everybody in chat? Oh, Sorcerer of Havoc. Thank you for being a channel member. Blade Storm. Thaw Zero. Who else is here? Nate Johnson. We got Staratus. Who else? We got Daniel H. And we got Drewby. Drewby's a new channel member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Let's go through this, I guess. I was waiting. The servers were down. So why don't we do this? We'll have some fun today. We'll go through this, and then we'll play some Destiny. We'll play some Destiny 2. We'll go through the reset. I'm copying the reset right now because on PlayStation 4 Pro, you have to download it, copy it, and then it installs it to Destiny 2, which is ridiculous. The copying takes forever. And I did fire up Destiny 2 on PC last night. Hey, Reginald the Kid. What's up, dude? Okay. He says, just finished reading it. Like to hear what you think, but probably not going to be much as it's a primer for the next 2 parts of what I could tell. Okay. Sweet, man. Yeah, we'll go through it. Hey, what's up, Angry Hamster? I played on Destiny. I played Destiny PC last night for a couple of hours. One of you kind subscribers got me the full collection. No, I am not switching to PC full-time maining it when Shadowkeep comes out. I'll be maining PS4 Pro with my SSD, and then when I'm solo here and there, I'll be enjoying some PC stuff. But I also want to create some PC content from time to time. Jonathan, what's up, dude? Hashtag made it to the beginning. What's up? Don't switch. No. Listen, guys, it's okay. It's okay to dabble between the two. And I have a gaming laptop, which I'm going to show you right here. It's nothing special. It's an old Asus that Navabear helped me pick out. I tweeted out the specs last night. You run Destiny 2 on low. No, actually medium, and shut off a bunch of things, you could totally get 60 frames per second, and it looks gorgeous. You set the field of view to 105. Oh my God, Dongblade was, yes, I said Dongblade as a joke. Dawnblade was ridiculous in third person. Amazing. Everything in third person looks sick. But I'm going to stay on my PS4. I don't want to go off on a tangent here. Because I know most of my subscriber base, I believe, is console. And I mean, that's what I am, a console gamer. Hey, Ryan, what's up, dude? All right, let's see. Yes, we're going to go through this right now, guys. There's no video. It's all text. So let me just, let's read it, guys. So this is from Luke Smith. So sit back and relax, guys. And thank you for the super chat, Mike Price. I'll try to check in with chat every now and then, and because I want to weigh in with some opinions and also talk to you guys. Jacob, I play on all systems. Yeah. Why not play on all systems? Hey, what's up, Dysab? Good old Luke Smith has been burning up Twitter. Yeah. All right, so here we go. I wanted to try a little experiment with our communication to put together a longer look at where Destiny has been over the last few months and where it's been heading next. I think it's important to take time to reflect on what's happened so we can show you where we're going. I'm calling this the director's cut. Based on how long this ended up being, a key learning from this is maybe there's a better way to communicate than a giant wall of text. Let me know. Well, this is a giant wall of text. You know what actually would have been cool if they did a video, just like a sit-down like interview thing where Luke just read this out. That'd be cool. Oh, hold on, let me go back up. Okay, whoa, hold on. Damn PS4 controller. I also may like doing it in a different format in the future. I'll let you know. Yeah, Luke, do it in a video format. That'd be cool, like on a live stream. And I'll be live streaming tomorrow the reveal of Armor 2.0. Okay, today I'm going to talk about more than just Destiny the game and talk about how we build Destiny and the effects it can have on the team. I think transparency about the game is important, and I also want to be transparent about the work required. Sound okay? That's rhetorical, because a wall of text is coming up. We're making a lot of changes to Destiny 2 with Shadowkeep and New Light. We want Destiny 2 to be an amazing action MMO in a single evolving world that you could play anytime, anywhere with your friends. Guys, that's that's branding right there. I've noticed they've said that numerous times, that phrase. Amazing action MMO in a single evolving world that you can play anytime, anywhere with your friends. I used to be in medical device sales, and I could spot a brand marketing thing. That's pretty cool, actually, because it condenses what Destiny. You know what? If someone asks you what is Destiny, hey, it's an amazing action MMO in a single evolving world you could play anywhere, anytime with your friends. It's great. It makes it easier for me to explain to people what Destiny 2 is. Okay. All right. 10 thoughts on the last 6 months, looking back. Overall, there are some things about Annual Pass that worked out very well, and some real learnings for us along the way. The Annual Pass was a big transition for us. We've been moving away from DLC and trying to provide more ongoing reasons to play Destiny. I wanted to start the State of the Game series by looking back at how we got here. I'm going to largely focus on Season of the Drifter to near present day. We set up a calendar of content, showed you the plan early, and delivered it. A lot of you love Destiny for the chase and the way to improve, on the way to improving your characters. Between the Annual Pass drops, quest lines, and events in between, the team did a great job of providing stuff to do. Items to chase, growing fat with strength, etc. Destiny history has had many content droughts, but not this year. And that's true. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff. There's constantly something to do, however, hasn't been worth doing. I don't know about you guys in chat. I've tapped out of the Iron Banners. I haven't played Iron Banner in a very long time because to me, Iron Banner doesn't have what it had in Destiny 1, where I look forward to grinding it out, buying everything from Lady Ephrodite, completing all the bounties, getting the god rolls, etc. You chime in chat, please. Hey, Gent. Thank you for being a channel member. Okay, you got your name fixed for our channel member Discord. Cool. Awesome. All right, here we go. Where was I? Okay, but the Annual Pass was harder on the team than we anticipated. The scope of what we delivered, the pace that we delivered, and the overall throughput, can't read, just woke up, for Annual Pass takes a toll on the Bungie team. I and many others had conversations throughout the year with team members who had jumped from release to release about the grind of working on Destiny. Working on the game was starting to wear people down. Here's an example. During the Annual Pass, we invented new, bespoke ways to earn rewards each season. Black Armory had its bounties. Season of the Drifter had the Reckoning Machine. Season of Opulence had its Chalice. Each of these mechanics, each with their own lessons, were valuable, but also put the team into unsustainable development cycle. We needed to develop a more systemic, standardized set of mechanics for progression to keep our teams healthier. We're going to take this problem on in D2 Year 3. Let's see. Drewby says Iron Banner definitely isn't as fun anymore. It's just not. And I think the big problem for me in PvP is the maps are not meant for 6v6s. I hope in Shadowkeep we get more 6v6 maps. I know First Light is coming back with some PvE stuff. Bring it back as a PvP map. If I was them for PvP, I would import a bunch of the PvP maps from Destiny 1. They worked for 6v6. These maps are meant for 4v4s. Okay, we have a powerful sources problem. I agree, because I notice... I think there's too many resources for powerful stuff. As the game's weekly sources of power grew and Destiny grew with it, this at times could really feel like a chore. And it did. I found usually in Destiny 1, by the end of Saturday, Sunday, I'm done with Warlock, then Hunter, then Titan. I've gotten all my stuff done, and I've done all my raiding. And I'm like, I could take a day or two to chill. Whereas with Destiny 2, man, I can get one character, maybe half of 2 done, and I still have more milestones that I've not finished, or challenges. Each season brought with it new powerful sources, and optimizing your character meant that you were maybe still running 3 story missions each week, or returning to the Dreaming City months after those first magical trips from last fall. I feel like we need to do a better job of shifting powerful sources. I agree. We could explore things like changing the value of powerful sources to create new seasonal efficiencies, or retire some powerful sources as we bring new sources into the game. Simply put, I wish we've been able to do more seasonal curation of the game. Chat, what do you guys think of that? Nate Johnson says, I like the gear from Iron Banner, but PvP is broken to play in that game. Sorcerer says, I do feel like Iron Banner is scaled a lot better than Crucible in my experience. Okay. Crown of Sorrow triumphs. All right, so yeah, we do have a powerful sources problem. All right, Season of the Drifter, thoughts part 1. Now, Season of the Drifter, I like Gambit, but I can only take Gambit and Gambit Prime. And hey, what's up, OBX boy? I can only take it in doses. Like, I'm working on my Hunter renewed gear set right now, and guys, frankly, I'm not playing 10. On my Warlock, I played 9 games of Gambit straight, and I was ready to pull my hair out, right? So now I'm doing 2 games a day, and that's keeping it cool. But I like Gambit, just not so much. And I feel like having a whole DLC or season based off one game mode, I don't know. Let's find out what he has to say. I like Gambit Prime. It felt like a great refinement of Gambit to me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, chime in chat. What do you guys think about Gambit compared to Gambit Prime? I like them both. I sometimes like Gambit, old Gambit, a little bit more than I do Gambit Prime. Matches end quicker, so they feel more efficient. The invading frequency feels slower, so I can collect and dunk. Well, not sometimes, I think. I don't know. I think there's something cool about the roles, although the requirements to get a full set online to inhabit a role meant not enough folks got... Wait, hold on. My camera keeps cutting in and out real quick. Hold on. Let me try this scene right here. See if this works. If this works. Okay, no, we're going to stick with this one right here. Sorry. In the future, we're going to have to make a choice. Which Gambit is the Highlander of Gambits, Prime or Classic? This isn't just about removing stuff from Destiny 2, but the game cannot grow infinitely forever. It's about focusing refinements and evolutions to the Gambit ecosystem. We think Gambit is sweet. Make sure this is right here. We think Gambit is sweet and deserves more ongoing support, and we want to ultimately focus that support on whichever mode ends up being the Highlander. There can only be one. Ooh, all right, guys, we might be getting a choice right here. I'm seeing sound off. Prime is better. I hate regular Gambit. That said, we hear you that not everyone is excited about a season that overly focuses on one part of the game. Destiny is a game with a lot of breadth, and we agree that this season felt too specialized. I agree. Let's see. I see Prime, I see Classic, I see Prime. All right, I'm seeing most of you are saying Prime. Someone says, I hate Jotun players. I'm going to show that comment. I like Jotun, although Jotun destroys in the Crucible and also in Gambit. I'd rather have normal Gambit. I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know. I kind of like regular Gambit more, I think. But hear me out first. I think it's because it gets a little annoying when the wizards are spawning and I'm trying to have weapons to kill them, which is going to be my special, which is either going to be Ikelos or Jotun. And then constantly getting invaded. And when I'm trying to take out those wizards because of their shields, I'm running out of ammo. So I'm constantly speccing my gear for special ammo finder, shotgun scavenger, fusion rifle scavenger, which is good because it makes me put some thought process. And hey, what's up, Dominic? Dominic, how you doing, brother? It makes me put some thought into my gear, but I don't know. You guys sound off in the comments or in chat right now. But I see most of you guys are saying that you guys like Prime. OBXY, I run Jotun all the time in Crucible, guilty as charged. Me too. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's move on to Season of the Drifter Part 2, aka let's talk about The Reckoning. Now, The Reckoning, I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on the good old Reckoning. Safe to say solo has been brutal. Some of the modifiers, I think, has been brutal too. But let's go. First time I used Phoenix Protocol at home, I knew it was over. It's an exotic coat that refills my Well of Radiance and then refills itself as I slay. Man, I was really upset when they nerfed that thing. It's still good, Phoenix Protocol. And Luke, I didn't know, are you a Warlock main, man? So that I can continue to place my Well, stand there to be borderline invulnerable. Hold on, guys. I keep having stuff with my camera here. Let me just turn it off for now. So I could continue to place my Well, stand here to be borderline invulnerable, and deal tons of damage. Dado has a great video that talks about Well of Radiance's effect on the PvE game. It's true. It has become a crutch, guys. Or at least I see so much in the Menagerie, in the Reckoning, in raids. Well of Radiance, everyone, you need a Warlock. Having Mountaintop, having Well of Radiance with Luna factions, it's almost needed. Luke continues with, I wondered, how are we ever going to make content that fairly changes players again? With Reckoning and Season of the Drifter, we got a taste of what kind of content we need to build to challenge protocol-wearing Warlocks. Match-made encounters that accost you from all directions, plant snipers off in the distance, and put players in between a pincher attack of many whelps, handle it. I wanted to link a thing here, but it's definitely not T for teen. And giant bosses, also F-Unite Taken Guy. This is what it had to be. We were breaking encounter rules left, right, and center on the Reckoning Bridge. It's no small part due to the players in always active Well of Radiance becoming invulnerable gods holding all 6 Infinity Stones at the time. In Reckoning, we set out to build an activity that could relatively be easy at Tier 1 and scale up to every challenge at Tier 3. And actually, guys, I never... Pincer, sorry. I never actually played Tier 3. I just only played Tier 2 all the time. In Reckoning, we set out to build an activity that could be relatively easy at Tier 1 and scale up to a very challenging Tier 3. We have an internal team here codenamed Velveeta that were formed in the wake of Crota's and modem unplugging debacle to help find the cheesiest things to do. Hey, new member, GT Pip 67. Thank you so much for becoming channel member. Everyone spam him some exotic engrams and some hype emojis. Where was I here? Velveeta. Okay, these players are some of our craftiest. All right, so they basically have a team here trying to figure out, or this Velveeta team was trying to figure out all the cheeses. Thank you, GT. Okay. Let's talk about encounter design. Generally, in activities we expect players to complete alone. Dungeons, raids, zero-hour type activities. Wait. No, hold on. Once Velveeta can get close to beating something or beat it outright, that becomes an important data point on our "is this too hard enough" evaluation. We give them a bunch of tips like, here's how this works. Can you beat it? If so, they can. It's a good indicator of the action game and gear game working together. Let's talk about encounter design. And one thing that I didn't... Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about the whole one-phasing of bosses a little bit later. Hey, what's up, Eolith? And Daniel H. And Dark Midnight. What's up? Everybody's here. Thank you guys for being channel members. All right, here we go. Let's talk about encounter design. Generally, in activities we expect players to complete alone, dungeons, raids, zero-hour type activities can play by a different set of properties. Or in match-made groups, there are a number of guidelines we use when we build them. First off, the whole soloing thing, I don't know. To me, I feel like, and I believe Dado touched this on one of his rants, was like in, no, that was more the one-phase thing. I don't know. Like, I feel like in D1, there wasn't too much you could solo, and in D2, that's the new gold standard. Can you solo it, or can you everything is one phase? Got to one phase everything. I don't know. Hey, console play. What's up, dude? Okay. Let's talk about encounter design. Generally, in activities we expect players to complete alone. Okay, we got that. So here's some of the guidelines. We don't want to spawn enemies behind the player. We want players to play a game of taking space from enemies. We want players to cover where their shields and health can recharge, and where they get to be smart using geometry. There we go. Destiny installed, or the new update installed, which we'll jump into after. Movement, okay. We want players to have cover where their shields and health can recharge, or where they can be smart using geometry, movement, ability, and gunplay to dig enemies out of cover and make interesting decisions about target prioritization. We want players to be able to understand where in the space enemies will come from, and if we're going to reverse the combat front on players, aka spawn enemies behind them, we want to telegraph that. We use dropships, spawn clouds, audio cues, all kinds of tricks to try and prepare players for reinforcements. Aaron, thank you for becoming a channel member. Everyone spam Aaron some exotic engrams and hype emojis. Thank you so much. I'll give you guys the channel member Discord later on today. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Epic. As character power was dramatically increasing, more on reasons for this increase later on. The encounter rules got thrown out the window. So let's move down here to summarize things here. To summarize this, Destiny had sweet gear, and in order to create challenge in the Reckoning, we broke a bunch of our encounter design philosophy. That sweet gear, coupled with the encounter design, meant the number of ways to viably, efficiently progress was dramatically reduced. We want Destiny to be a game where you have lots of choices with your character, build what you choose to do, and funneling those choices down to, hey, Robert, thank you for this super chat, dude. I'll read that in just a second, buddy. We want Destiny to be a game where you have lots of choices with your character, build what you choose to do, and funneling those choices down to only one in Reckoning is something we don't want to repeat. There's more about damage and players' power sprinkled in this update, and even more on the rest. Last note. I think it's totally sweet when an activity challenges you to use something other than your favorite item. I don't think the whole game should work that way, but when it's time to bust some shields on the Shanks and Zero Hour, I had to use that distant relation scout rifle in my vault. All right, another new member. Hey, Mav, thank you so much, man. Welcome to the Mesa Army. Everyone spam him some exotic engrams and some hype emojis. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Mesa Army, but you guys are crushing it today. I got to push back here about using a scout rifle, okay? Scout rifles got nerfed by 30%. Then they got buffed up by 15%, which means they're still down by 15%. Bungie, if you happen to be watching, which I don't think you are, but if you happen to be, please, I want to use my Menagerie. I would like to use my Nameless Midnight, and I feel like they're just so weak right now. Oh, my goodness. And guys, oh yeah, for the new channel members, thank you so much, not only for becoming a member, but if you just have it re-up every month, you get a loyalty badge. And you can see a bunch of you guys out there. I see some of your loyalty badges. Thank you so much, guys. Like, look at Fuzz0's got the raid icon right there, because he's been a member for over 24 months, I think. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's the last note. Okay, Season of the Drift of Thoughts, Part 3, a.k.a. now let's talk about difficulty and touch on sandbox nerfs. Oof, here we go. I started to talk about challenge/difficulty above and drifted, to encounter difficulty, but it's all related. When the media would come out to play our Halo games for an event, we'd always recommend they play the game on Heroic. Heroic changed a bunch about Halo combat. It made enemy weapons more accurate, but not too accurate. Enemies would fire more frequently, which made you feel like a hero when you dodged them. It increased projectile speed, and Heroic lowered player outgoing damage so that enemies would survive longer and make their way further through their behavior tree, and therefore appear more intelligent. There's more than just the above going on, but that's a quick summary of some of the changes. But here's why. Let me scroll down a little bit here. We asked the media to play the game on Heroic because the game is challenging. Overcoming the challenge feels incredible. Important to note here, challenge isn't something universal. In an action game, challenge can be largely personal. One person's challenging might be easy to someone. One person's challenging might be easy to someone else. We've historically thought about the main Destiny campaigns as something we want to be pretty easy. I think Destiny 2's campaign was actually too easy at times. And as players push further into the post-game, they'd be able to find more challenge. Across Destiny's history, we haven't had enough challenge to deep into the game, into the end game. And that's definitely something on our list as we head toward fall 2019. Overcoming challenges is a huge part of what makes an action game's moment-to-moment engaging. Action games are a delicate balance of growing strong. Another new member, Mr. Elvinus. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Everyone spam him some exotic engrams and hype emojis. Thank you. You guys are crushing it today. And make sure, if you can, try to keep it so that it re-ups every month and you get a loyalty badge. Much appreciated. You guys are crushing it today. All right, where was I here? I always lose track because you guys get me flustered when you guys become channel members. All right. Overcoming that challenge, important to know. We covered that. All right, where were we here? Overcoming challenges is a huge part of what makes an action game's moment-to-moment engaging. Action games are a delicate balance of growing stronger. The game rising up to push back, introducing another new member, Epicure. I hope I'm saying it right. Your name right. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Spam him some exotic engrams, legendary, some prime. Oh, hold on, I forgot. I've got the prime engrams too in chat. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Mesa Army. All right, here we go, guys. Overcoming challenges is a huge part of what makes an action game's moment-to-moment engaging. Action games are a delicate balance of growing stronger. The game rising up to push back introduces new challenges that force you to learn, become more powerful, master a new element, and at their best, creating the fist-pumping moment of celebration when you achieve victory. But Destiny has an RPG component too. And the RPG component is about customization, optimization, and its way for players to choose how they overcome challenges. And how they overcome challenge. And real quick, for all the new channel members, I'm going to check the community wall. There's a post there for our channel member Discord. Please join it today if you can and come and hang out with us. We have LFGs, we chat. I talk with you guys every day, and we have a lot of fun stuff going on in there. Okay, continuing. The entire time we've been making Destiny, the action game and the RPG have been fighting. It's a forever war. The RPG has the power to... Another new member, Jide Quell, thank you so much for becoming a member. Spam him some engrams, guys. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Mesa Army. All right, here we go. Where was I? You guys are totally throwing me off here, guys, but I really appreciate the love and support. You guys are just crushing it today. All right, where was I now? Okay, the RPG has the power to dramatically overcome the action game, and the action game has the power to render the RPG game irrelevant. It's a line by nature Destiny will always have to straddle. In order to create challenge during Season of the Drifter, we needed to break a bunch of encounter rules, have exotics like Phoenix Protocol basically function like a key. Oh, let me move this around here. Hold on, let me move my little thing here. Or hope you match with multiple Radiance Warlocks. Yeah, that is true, Luke. Which then Warlock's success in the match-made encounters of Reckoning. There's a really good video from Slayer Rage on this in the context of the nerfs we've made heading into Season of Opulence. Okay, and even I have to agree with that, guys, because Well of Radiance and Lunafaction Boots, to me, really, well, no, actually, and the Phoenix Protocol, whew, man, did they feel like they felt like a crutch. Okay, what's moving on here? Okay, those nerfs also saw Whisper of the Worm get its day in court. If I could turn back time, we'd probably not run Whisper as the original Black Hammer infinite ammo design. However, considering the year before had Destiny 2 feeling very restrictive and power limited. Hawk YT, thank you for becoming a channel member. Everyone spam him some engrams, some prime engrams, and some exotic engrams. Thank you. Welcome to the Mesa Army. Make sure to renew so that you get that sub-loyalty badge, and also check the community tab on my channel to join our Discord later on. All right, I keep getting flustered. You guys, the love here is amazing today, guys. You guys are crushing it. Okay, back to the Whisper of the Worm. So, Whisper was an outlier. Where was it? Okay. Those nerfs also saw Whisper of the Worm get its day in court. We covered that. However, considering the year before had Destiny 2 feeling very restrictive and power limited, I think we did the best that we could with the knowledge and the intuition we had last summer. Whisper was an outlier that lets you stand still in a safe space in a pool that makes you borderline invulnerable, never having to reload or relocate for ammo, and allow players to deal piles and piles of damage on giant bosses who aren't threatening. Yeah, that's true. Whisper did become a crutch for the longest. I mean, it's still really good. Chat, do you guys still use Whisper of the Worm? I'm more of a machine gun guy. And yes, I know grenade launchers are the meta, but I love machine guns because I love clearing out ads, and they do some decent damage on bosses. But no, I know they're not grenade launchers. And no, I don't have the Wendigo. I need to work on that quest. Okay, Whisper was an outlier. We covered that. Okay, okay. He says, Whisper was an outlier that lets you stand in one space, blah, 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 and allow players to do piles of damage who aren't threatening. This isn't your fault. It's ours. We were making some stuff too easy and allowing players to circumvent parts of the game. Mechanics that circumvent the ammo game, relocate to pick up ammo bricks, or completely ignore the reload animations, a critical part of weapon tuning, are mechanics, well, let me move this up a little bit, are mechanics that create the kind of outliers that we ultimately have to tamp down before the game spirals into boss health version of Reckoning Bridges. The other significant set of changes we have made, hey, Bryonic Tiger, thank you for the super chat. He says, what's up, Mesa? The other significant set of changes we made to the game during this time was taking down the super snowball exotics. With as powerful as Destiny supers have become, they are, on the whole, dramatically more powerful than Destiny 1 supers. I gotta admit, the roaming supers kind of get exhausting, especially in PvP. PvE, okay, I don't have a problem with them, but in PvP, they do. Using your super to recover your super is an amplification to player power that the challenge and difficulty game can keep up with, but we're going to talk about supers much later on. Difficulty and challenge are important parts of mastery. There are more changes coming in Shadowkeep, buffs to things like scout rifles. Hold on, I gotta clap. Here we go. Everyone, can we spam some hype emojis? Buffs to things like scout rifles, nerfs to mechanics that circumvent the ammo economy, refactoring of the way damage stacking rules work. We're going to talk about that in the next episode. Okay, please, I would like to take out my bananans, and I have a whole bunch of nameless midnights in my vault that are really good rolls, but I just really have had no time to use them. All right. Season of Opulence, Part 1. The Pursuits tray is a caterpillar in a cocoon. Quest log is a beautiful butterfly. Yeah, chat, did you guys like it when they moved the Pursuits tab? I know I certainly did not. I've seen streams and videos of people beating activities in Destiny blindfolded. I cannot imagine developing the muscle memory and memorization. Never mind the thumb skill required to be good at Destiny with the blast shield down. That's a Star Wars reference. He's old like, well, no, Luke Smith is younger than me. Star Wars Episode 4. When things fundamentally change in a way that interrupts muscle memory and mastery, it is frustrating. The initial set of changes to the Pursuits tray earlier this year did a few things beyond upsetting muscle memory. It certainly didn't get as far as the team wanted in its initial release, but it also didn't feel like an improvement over what previously existed. It felt like we started to... Hey, Jack Wolf, thank you for the super chat. If reload times are a factor in balancing weapon power, why did they ever think giving a mag 3 rockets to truth was a good idea? Jack, I got to agree on that one, man. Truth does get obnoxious in Gambit and also in PvP. Okay, moving on here. It certainly did not get as far as the team wanted in its initial release, but it also didn't feel like an improvement over what previously existed. It felt like we started to redecorate your house, but we didn't put the finish on it. And sometimes that's how things in a live game can feel. The morning after the Pursuits change went live, I talked to some folks on the UI team about the feature. They had Reddit open. Have you read it, Luke? Nah, I haven't. Please don't. Okay, they were crestfallen, not just because of sometimes harsh feeling feedback, but because the team wanted to make something sweet, exceeded your expectations, and meet their own expectations. None of those things happened. We wanted to try something different with Pursuits, in the sense that we knew where we wanted this feature to end up, and that we'd take some iterative steps to get there. I think we've got to do a better job ensuring that while we're remodeling your house, the potential of the renovation is clearer either in the game or via some communication here on the site. We want a quest log with great tracking that can help players prioritize what to do next. Oh, and this fall, bounties will be separated from quests, and PC players can assign a hotkey that takes them directly to the Pursuits menu. Yeah, that's going to be something big time, and I'm going to be doing a video, guys, for people that are brand new to Destiny 2, because this fall, guys, with Destiny 2 New Light, we're going to get an influx of millions of people, I'm predicting. So, guys, be ready out there. We're going to have a lot of new people. Be cool, send friend requests, help people out, teach people things, because we want to get them to stay in the game, enjoy it, and I think it's great. They play New Light, they like the game, and say, you know what, hey, let me buy a la carte, let me get a Shadowkeep, and then start playing that content. Or you know what, I've heard so much about the Last Wish raid, I want to play it, let me pick up Forsaken. All right, Season of Opulence Part 3. The Evolving Eververse. Uh-oh, are we talking about Eververse now? And here we go, guys. Last year, we thought long and hard about Eververse and how we wanted to change. Hold on, let me put the air conditioning on here, because in New York, it is getting a bit hot in here. Okay, last year we thought long and hard about Eververse and how we wanted to change the strategy around microtransactions in Destiny. As some folks have smartly pointed out, microtransactions is a big part of the business being a live game. I'm not going to say that microtransactions fund the studio or pay for projects like Shadowkeep. It doesn't wholly fund either of those things, but it does help fund ongoing development of Destiny 2 and allows us to fund creative efforts we otherwise could not afford. For example, Whisper of the Worm's ornaments were successfully enough that it paid dev cost-wise for the 0-hour mission rewards to be constructed. This SHIT matters. Sorry, I don't want to curse because I don't want, Swamp Zombie, I don't want to get demonetized. That Whisper of the Worm quest took them 7 months to develop. If you watch the Guardian Con panel where they had the developers for 0 Hour, and wait, was it Whisper of the Worm? It was Whisper of the Worm, I think, took 7. One of them took 7 months to develop. Yeah, these things are really, really expensive. Okay, the storefront, which we launched alongside Season of Opulence, is the first part of the strategic shift we're making with microtransactions. The decision to run old content in bright engrams instead of making new bright engrams is another part of the shift. We want to believe that our players would rather just buy things they like from the store earlier this summer. We detailed a bunch of the changes coming to Bright Dust and Eververse this fall, and if you haven't read it, go check it out here. And there's a blog from a previous This Week at Bungie. Okay. The storefront is going to get another round of enhancements this fall. We're going to move it to the director so you don't have to go to the tower and see Tess to interact with it. Okay, that's going to be interesting, but I did kind of like going to the tower to go check out everything at the tower and check in with Tess. Okay, that's fine. We're giving it some class-specific content. So if you're on your Titan looking for a Titan universal ornaments with small shoulders, you'll see Titan armor on one of the store subpages. We're also going to make it so that the pieces you've already acquired from a given set reduce the silver price of the set. For instance, if you're on 3 out of 5 Optimacy set for your Titan, the cost to finish the set in silver will be reduced by 60%. There are some other philosophies here that we haven't made explicitly clear. Now, I know for me, guys, I bought all the glows for the Solstice of Heroes gear with Bright Dust. I didn't spend any silver. In fact, the only time I've spent silver really recently was on the Outbreak Perfected ornament. I just had to have it because it looked amazing. But I personally like it. It's like you see something, you buy it. I'm not going to dump on other games here, but there's certain games that I absolutely love. And they said no DLC, no paid DLC, no paid this and no paid that. And then the game comes out, it's amazing, and then as they develop free content, all right, I'll just say it, The Division 2. Loved The Division 2. When it came out, it was amazing, and everyone was so happy. Free DLC, free everything, free this, and the game is kind of empty after like a month or two, And I really wanted to keep playing that game more and more and more, but I feel like I would have rather have paid for DLC content with The Division than have to get free content, and it's not really what I want to play. All right, that's a whole other tangent. Okay, we have made deliberate choices related to cosmetic items and not having them come from gameplay. Gameplay rewards are where you get items, power, mods, perk combinations, stats, triumphs, and titles. And that's another big thing for me, guys. I feel like Eververse really devalued ghost shells, sparrows, ships, things that you would get from like the factions in Destiny 1. I remember the Nano Phoenix from Wrath of the Machine. I played Wrath of the Machine every week, all 3 characters for months until I got that damn ship. But for the ghost shells and the ships and things like that, I just don't care about them. Or if I see someone with a really cool emote, I just don't care about it. If I could get it from playing it in-game, I don't know. Okay, the aesthetics for armor blurs the lines, blurs the line some. We want players to get cool armor from activities in the world that feel thematic to where they were acquired. Cosmetic items like universal ornaments, weapon ornaments, shaders, ships, sparrows, emotes, and finishers typically come from the store. There are exceptions, but generally speaking, that's how we think about this. We are continuing to try and separate capability and gameplay from vanity. Thank you. That's the route that I want them to go, okay? Armor 2.0 and universal ornaments are big parts of this separation. This is also why finisher perks are mods that can be socketed into equipment so that their aesthetic can stand alone. As always, you're welcome to send your feedback and thoughts. Now, are you guys familiar about the whole finishing thing? I did a whole video on it. Like basically finishers they'll be cosmetic. Okay, you'll do a finishing move on an enemy. That's something that you get in game, but the actual look of it or how it actually performs, the finishers themselves will come from Eververse, or at least I think that's how it's going to work. Okay, Season of Opulence, Part 3. The Menagerie is sweet. Have you ever been to an amazing party for something like the Super Bowl? It's the kind of party where there is an incredible spread of snacks rolling throughout the event. Amazingly comfortable seating, and an AV system and TV that makes you jealous, and super sweet people to hang out with once you've been to this party. The Super Bowl anywhere else never feels the same. Invite me back someday. I don't know. I don't watch football. I like basketball. Okay, this is how I feel about Escalation Protocol. Once I had the feeling of running around in public bubbles, fighting against bosses with a bunch of players, even though getting into a good stance, to get into a good instance of Mars for Protocol was a pain in the butt, public gameplay never felt the same. And I think that was a huge, huge issue with what they wanted to change from Escalation Protocols. We all loved Escalation Protocol, but, you know, the fact that we couldn't matchmake, I love the fact that with the Menagerie, we were able to matchmake. Okay, at its peak, when you have a bunch of players slaying big old bosses, Escalation Protocol is one of the best things we've added to Destiny 2. The Menagerie, a 6-player matchmade activity where you make progress no matter what, is awesome. It's a learn by watching mechanics. One thing I will say, the Menagerie, even with randoms, I felt sometimes was a little difficult sometimes, even with the learn by watching mechanics. Means that it doesn't require communication between players. The way groups can make progress, even if they don't kill the boss, means the real efficiency gain is by learning and executing the fights quickly. I don't know, I personally think, Ronan, hey, what's up, Ronan? How you doing? Sorry, buddy. I get thrown off when I look at chat. Okay, I kind of feel like you should have to kill the boss. You know what I mean? Like each encounter, you should have to complete the encounter. And sometimes I felt like it was a little too difficult, regardless of your power level. I think. Hey, T4NK, thank you for becoming a member. Everyone spam him some powerful engrams and also some hype emojis and exotic engrams. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Mesa Army. Check the channel wall for our channel member Discord. You're absolutely amazing. Love you. Okay, moving on. Where are we? Learn by watching mechanics. Okay. The way groups can progress, even if they don't kill the boss, means real efficiency. Okay. Hasapiko, beloved by Callus, and also beloved by me, feels like a great translation of World of Warcraft's Hagen the Unclean into an action game. Sorry, guys. I'm always butchering names here. There's a lot to like about the Menagerie, but I'm going to close this activity part here. We love the Menagerie. It's a great middle spot on a 6-player activity pyramid, with raids sitting at the top. Escalation Protocol, aka partying in public, is a great base. We want to do more activities like this, but in the context of what we learned and in the way that we can better support them over the long term. Yeah, like if they could do more Menagerie type stuff, but out and about in the wild, like Escalation Protocol, I think that's going to be some win-win right there. All right, here we go. Season of Opulence Part 4. The Chalice of Opulence and somehow even more Season of the Drifter thoughts. Having some ways to target and farm some specific gear in Destiny is great. We did a version of this with Black Armory weapons, but very, very long character-specific attunement quest line for the Forges was a bit much. We made the Opulence attunement account-wide as a result. Yeah, thank God they did that. I did like Black Armory. I still like Black Armory, but it is a bit time-consuming going back and forth between A to 1 and like actually going through getting each particular weapon. The Chalice was an even bigger version of targeting rewards. Yes, the Chalice was amazing. Pick your role, slot your runes, you're good to go. I love my beloved sniper because it has box breathing on it and I think quick draw. Okay, players could unlock different sets of armor, different weapons, and even select their masterwork perk roll. Yeah, that was a brilliant idea. Pause on Chalice thoughts. We will come back to the Chalice. Let's talk about how we build the game. While content for Destiny is released serially, it is largely developed in parallel. For instance, while Forsaken was in its final few months, Black Armory was well underway, and Season of the Drifter was in development while Black Armory was being built, etc. For years, people have wondered, why doesn't Release X do the thing content drop? YD? Get it together, Bungie. That is interesting, because we always wonder what goes on behind the scenes. Like, when exactly was something developed? When did the first ideas hit the drawing board? When did it go from a whiteboard to actually to the developer's hands, to playtesting, to so forth? All right, moving along here. Where were we? Okay. This is one of the reasons why, even though Menagerie is sweet and Chalice is great, while Shadowkeep was being built, the Menagerie and the Chalice hadn't been released. So we didn't know how players would react. Because we would have so much to build, we frequently found ourselves having to place many bets at the same time. This has paid dividends at times. We discover new and awesome things like Escalation Protocol or Menagerie, and this has also resulted in things that feel like setbacks at other times. I love his candidness in this. I mean, he's not focusing on, hey, look at how great we did this. He's really talking about all the stuff that they could improve on. Okay, as an example of a setback is reward chase during Season of the Drifter. There are a bunch of super awesome weapons in the Drifter. 1-2 punch, last man standing. But the path to the item isn't clear like Black Armory or the Chalice. We didn't do a good enough job of rewarding players for their time or giving them clearer paths to some of the sweet weapons in their release. And also, guys, we're probably getting to the end soon. When we get to the end, we're going to jump into Destiny 2 and check out the full reset and what all the new modifiers are and Nightfalls and all that sort of stuff. Okay, if we had to do over with the season's rewards, we probably have dropped armor directly from Prime and maybe used Reckoning combined with learnings from the Menagerie's fail forward mechanics to let players chase awesome rolls on weapons they could love. While I got pretty lucky with a rapid hit kill clip spare rations, I personally had more fun chasing my Kindle Orchid or Ostringer. I got to agree on that. I played the Menagerie non-stop before they patched the chest glitch to get my, my Ostringer with Rampage and Outlaw and Accurized rounds. But the problem, I feel like, is that there's not enough good perks in the game. I think they need to bring back Firefly. And yes, I know it's on Ace of Spades, but I feel like Legendary Weapons needs things like Luck in the Chamber, Firefly. I don't know. I feel like we're always looking for the same perks, right? We're looking for Rapid Hit, we're looking for Kill Clip, Rampage, Outlaw, things like that. Okay, Luke says, unpause. Back to Chalice. The Chalice isn't perfect. Being held hostage by the rune you want to drop from a strike or crucible to go make the weapon or armor piece you're coveting is pretty frustrating. But having more ways in the game to pursue loot is a detrimistic fashion while preserving the hunt for a great roll is something that we hope to explore. Okay, so now, so we're coming to the end here, and then we're going to hop into Destiny 2 and check out all of the reset. Things left unsaid-ish while looking back. There's a lot of awesome stuff we didn't spend time talking about. Tribute Hall, Lumina, the cool Drifter cinematic with the Taken Captain, lore books, Vanguard/Drifter choice, etc. Actually, what's up with the pyramid ships? Come on. They were in that little cutscene with the Drifter and the Emissary of the Nine. What's up with the pyramid ships? I think they're coming within Destiny 3. Full disclosure, I'm almost always going to focus on opportunities for improvement rather than celebration. We're in the midst of Solstice and moments of triumph, so the learnings for those are still bubbling up. One suggestion I would have for Bungie is Solstice is fun. I like it, but we're grinding for armor. We're playing Destiny. I would have really loved if they would have included weapons that had a Solstice look to them. Even if they just look like the regular weapons we have, the Hakas and all the different manufacturers, but they had a Solstice glow we could put on them, and you could grind out Solstice bounties to get weapon drops. I think that's a big missing thing, is because, yeah, I like the way I look, I like the perks, I like all that stuff, but I want new toys to play with, okay? I don't want to play Destiny anymore. All right, looking ahead. The rest of the Director's Cut updates are going to focus on Shadowkeep and the changes we're making this year. Here are some of the topics that will be included. Supers and PvP in Destiny 2. Armor, stats, mods, and trade-offs. And I'll be streaming right here live on YouTube tomorrow, guys, when they do the reveal of Armor 2.0. Powerful sources, prime engrams and the world, damage numbers, damage stacking rules, and more. I know this is a lot to read because it was a lot to write. I appreciate you taking your time to make it this far. Like all things with Destiny, it's a journey. The next two parts of this journey will look at the RPG and combat game. See you soon, Luke Smith. And then he put some, let's see here. Those are just some cliff note, okay. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let's jump in. Hopefully this thing can hold on. Let's make sure this is installing right now, and then we could talk about the update. So what did you guys think of it? Downloads waiting to install, start. All right, update now. There we go. So, chat, stream, what did you guys think? So he's looking back at all the things they could improve on, which I thought was great. Because you guys remember the first year, or I'd say first 6 months to a year, it was very hard to get some... hold on, let me lower the volume. Let me put my headset on and lower the volume here. we did get some very, not so much communication. Eolith says, I want more of this kind of communications. Yep, 100% agree with you. All right, let me, hold on, let me fix my mouse here. Put that back on. All right, there we go. Yeah, sorry, my camera was acting up. My camera gets really weird at times, guys. All right. Let's check in and see what the reset is and see what nightfalls are, see what the modifiers are for everything. I just unlocked my Solstice blue gear, the renewed set for my Huntress. One Angry Hamster. I am enjoying the Solstice, and it's not too grindy for me. But then again, I'm a grinder in the game. Far Zero, I agree with most points that were made. Hey, Tim Johnson. Oh, yeah, that's right. The mini bosses. Let's check the class item. So my Warlock's done. Blade Storm says they should do video updates. Yep, I agree. That'd be cool if they did a sit-down where Luke Smith just kind of talked into a camera. Nate Johnson, that was a great truth on how they feel about the game. Starada says it's nice to get an inside cover of what the devs think. Yeah. It was awesome. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, hold on. Let's check out. The class item has been reduced to... here we go. 50 mini-bosses. And the final boss kill awards you 50... No, I'm sorry, 5. So you need 50 mini-boss kills, and then also the final boss gives you 5. Robert says, I will get my other 2 done this week. Dominic... no, I'm sorry. Let me go back up here. Mav says, how do I access the Discord? Okay, go to my channel wall. There's a community tab. There will be a post there that's only for channel members that only you guys can see. The link to the Discord will be there. I'm going to post it again tonight because we got a whole bunch of new channel members here today. Some other comments here. Dark Midnight sucks. They changed it to 50. I got all 3 sets the first 3 days of release. Dark Midnight, you are a grinder, my friend. Dominic says, I like Solstice, but with my new job, I've lost a lot of my normal playtime, so it feels more grindy. Yeah, I mean, people with, that can't play 5 hours a day, this is a grind. I feel like they should have extended it a little bit. Robert, I will get my other 2 done this week. Bjorn says, so happy you're a grinder. Go do all 10 Gambit matches right now. Jack Wolf, did you? Oh, okay, Jack Wolf. Thank you for the super chat. One small issue with event-specific weapons worth mentioning is the crap. I missed the last Festival of the Lost. I'll never get Horror Story now. Okay, good point. Good point. T-Man, the hero, says, bring back Sparrow Horns and Flips. Yeah, I guess I could go with that. Guys, look, I love this beloved here. Check out this roll, or at least I think it's a good roll. I got Box Breathing, does so much damage. Snapshot Sights, which probably could have gone for Quick Draw, but I don't care. And I like Steady Rounds. Actually, I probably should go with Tactical Mag to get some more range in it. And I should go with Full Bore. Yes, I put Targeting Adjuster because I have terrible aim. All right, let's see. Hi, honey. My girlfriend's in chat. Hi, honey bunny. All right, let's see. What are the Nightfalls destinations? Nightfalls this week are... We have... Oh, the Inside Terminus. All right, that's going to have the Sniper Rifle, the Silicon Neuroma, Inverted Spire. Hold on, I have this pulled up here. The Inverted Spire, the strike-specific loot is the Exotic Ghost Shell, the Trichomatica, and Tree of Probabilities, which is everyone's favorite. That's got the DFA hand cannon, so if you're grinding the DFA, grab that. What's the burn this week? Burn this week, probably Arc, right? Yeah, Arc Singe for this week. And the daily burn for this week is Void Empowerment for today, which is convenient because I have my Void things on here. Oh, yeah, I cashed in a whole bunch of bounties last night. I have a whole bunch of Glimmer I need to spend. All right, let's go to the tower. Let's see, the flashpoint is... Where's the flashpoint? Am I missing something? Oh, no, EDZ. Yep. Flashpoint is the European Egg Zone. Okay. All right, let's go to the tower and see what you can buy for Bright Dust from Eververse. And see also... yeah, so we got 2 more weeks, right? The 27th is when... whatchamacallit? Solstice ends. And then also, guys... like I said at the beginning of the stream, I started playing... PC last night. I will not be maining PC. I will be maining PS4 Pro with my SSD in the back, okay? And then I'll be mixing it up with PC and also PS4 Pro. I think what I'll probably end up doing is playing PS4 Pro for 90% of the time, especially when I'm with friends and streaming and things like that. And then when I'm solo and it's late at night, because gear will transfer over, I'll go switch on PC. But then Time Splitter did bring up a good point that when you play on PC, you got to give yourself like a 30-minute break before playing again on console, because from going from 60 to 30 frames per second, or whatever it is, it definitely totally messes with your eyes. Because I have the field of view set at 105. And I'm going to do a full video on my PC settings. I just have a Asus gaming laptop that I bought a couple of years ago. Destiny 2, you'll find, guys, is really, it's easy to run on PC, meaning you don't need a beast PC. The PC laptop I have is nothing special at all, actually. Let's see what bounties they should be all ARC bounties, and we'll check Eververse real quick. I'm going to be just going to grab everything here because I'm going to be in the AEZ today. Okay. How many gigs is Shadowkeep? I read it's 165 gigs. It's enormous. Yeah. Whoa, okay, someone was farming last night. That's me. All right, but we don't care about this. We want to go see Eververse, right? Quick tip, maybe cheese. Hold the bounties in your inventory even after completed from Warner 99. The prime engrams, I've noticed a drop rate of prime engrams and exotics. Yeah, I saved my bounties from my green to my blue, and that's why I only have, let's see, how many do I, oh, nice helmet. I cashed in 36 bounties last night, right when I got my blue set. So it'll be a little bit easier to get those 50 bounties done. Okay, so for Bright Dust, you can get the Mirror emote, if you like that. Steph G, is Menagerie a ghost town? I wanted some masterwork weapons. Have you played Mesa? Steph G, I've not played the Menagerie since they fixed the glitch. No, I did Heroic once with my friends, and that was it. I've not been there since. So, ooh, the Kit Bash shell. That's epic looking, actually. I like you. That kind of has like a Shadowkeep, a little band-aid on it, right? All right, what do we got? Guiding Light, all XP gains increased by 10%. I would recommend going through your ghost shells. I'm keeping for Shadowkeep this one right here, my star map shell, because it has Treasure Hunter, so it'll detect a cache at a 50-meter range, and also gives me increased glimmer gains. Dominic says it's not bad, the Menagerie. Bladestorm says I need 9 more bounties for my lock set. Nice. And I keep this one here, Guiding Light, because we don't know if Bungie's going to raise the level cap. Normally with big DLCs or expansions, they're going to raise the level cap, maybe. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Someone just asked me, does an SSD make things load faster on your PS4 Pro? 100%. YouTube search Mesa Sean SSD, and I do a video where I show you one, how to install and transfer games over to an SSD, and how much faster I fly into destinations. Jack Wolf with another super chat. 2 changes I'd like. First off, thank you for the super chat. Two changes I'd like to see: update more older weapons to random roll status, and pull the obsolete static roll gear out of the loot pool. I'd like to see that too, man. More random rolls and more perks. I want more perks. Oh, also, I'm keeping all of... I basically have a ghost shell, and it's not on this character. I can get rid of you. I have ghost shells that have resource detectors on every single destination, just in case with some of the Shadowkeep gear that we have to go and find a whole bunch of stuff. All right, we've got this old ship from Curse of Osiris. I actually had that at one point. This sparrow here, the Wind Shrike. Shrike, is that how you say it? Will an SSD work on Xbox? From what I've heard, yes. Any console that you have an SSD will work. It does wonders on a PS4 or a PS4 Pro. I mean, it cuts down. A lot of times I'll fly into a strike when I'm with randoms, and I fly in way before them. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I bought these with Bright Dust. Owned. Nothing changed here. Same stuff. Okay. Go to here. Seasonal. That's all the same old stuff there. Okay. Nothing changed. We want to see Okay, Bright Dust. What can you buy? Oh, okay, here we go. So, flag on the play. Now, I mean, like, I would be excited about this stuff, guys, but like I said before earlier, Go Shells, ships, and all this stuff has been devalued, in my opinion, in Destiny 2 because you get it from Eververse. Like, when you used to get ships and sparrows and stuff from factions and the raids and all that sort of stuff, to me it was cooler. Am I the only one that doesn't like this thing? Chat, do you guys like this thing? Nick says, SSDs work amazing. It's hard to watch my dad's loading times. So I guess you have one and your dad doesn't have one on his console? Okay. We have, what else here? We've got the buoy shell. Okay, this one has guiding light. You might want to grab this because it'll give you 10% XP no matter what you do. You all like the micro? Jint says, I don't care for the micro. Everyone says they like the micro. JJ, what's up, dude? Just finished my Hunter Solstice armor. What a grind. The micro mini does flips, by the way. Oh, okay. It does flips. Starada says, I love that thing. Okay. Steel. Hey, what's up, Steel? It says, it's eh. Nick says that SSD works wonders. Okay. We got the shaded shell. Once again, this one has guiding light, too. I like the one that that looks for treasure chests. So that's why I would really, if you have any that has treasure chests, definitely hold on to them. All right, we've got the hip bump. Boop. Okay. Where am I? I'm in New York. We got the buried treasure projection. Okay. Now, I grab these bounties here because these count towards your, Hey, new member, Joshua Long. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the Mesa Army. Man, you guys crushed it today. Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh. Everyone spam him some exotic engrams and some prime engrams and some hype emojis and even some max hellos. And thank you so much. Welcome to Mesa Army. Join our private Discord for channel members. The link will be on my community tab that only members can see. And join up and hang out with us. We got LFGs going on. I check in with you guys every day. We kind of chat about things. We share stuff. And then also, if you can't, set it to auto-renew each month because then you'll get a sub-loyalty badge like Nate Johnson. He's got his raid icon there. Let's see. What else we got here? Okay. The Solstice shaders are dope. They are. But I've been cleaning out a lot of my lost sectors complete. Actually, let me grab this Crucible bounty because I'm going to be... Alright, so what are... Actually, Alright, so my Warlock's done. Alright, so bounties, AEZ chests, Arc, Weapon, Final Blows. That's easy. Heroic Public Events, that's easy. Playlist Strike, Arc, Orbs. Today would be a good day... Oh, no, it's Void today. My bad. Cabal defeated, that's easy. Gambit matches 10. I'll play 2 Gambit matches a day so I don't put my head through that screen right there. What else? Oh, you need Void grenade kills. Anyone in chat, what's a good way to get the Void grenade kills so I don't have to go Google search? Hey, Steph G. It says, welcome to the Mesa Army. Intoxicated Freak, what's the hot fix for it? They reduced this requirement for the mini bosses. Let's see. Dark Midnight. Nightfall? Okay. Oh, go into the Nightfall. That's right. Okay, so go into the Nightfall solo. Put on, yeah. That's right. I put on Grenadier. Get rid of this. And just go into the Nightfall front. And just constantly spam grenades. And they need to be void. Thank you for that tip. Thank you. Good tip right there. MVP. Strikes with Grenadier. And what are the... today, I don't think the strikes have Grenadier. Let's see. What do we got here? We have Grenadier today. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to go for those grenade kills today. Even though it's Arc. Because I need Void Final Blows. But you know what? I don't want to compete with them. Eolith says, escalation protocol for fast grenade kills. Put on a class item with innervation. I think that's the name of the one that gives you grenade recharge with orbs and use masterwork weapons, rally flags. Good point, good point. And actually, you know what? I have the Whisper of the Worm quest unlocked on my Hunter, so I can actually go into that and spam those Thrall with my grenades. Do I have innervation on any of my cloaks? Let me see. I have invigoration. Let's see, what's invigoration do? That's melee. Let's see. Invigoration. Oh, please say invigoration. Ah, here we go. Invigoration. Innervation. Reduce grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of light. Thank you for that pro tip. Man, pro tip coming in clutch in the chat. Oh, Tether sure. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Hey, Bert Ways, how you doing? Thank you for being a channel member. Wait, someone just said. Oh, okay, here we go. Akira, Tether, and Shuro Chi in Last Wish or Whisper Mitch. That's right, I forgot. So wait, if I tether all those ads in Shuro Chi and I throw one grenade, don't they all die? And I get credit for it, I think, right? You know what I'll look up? And I know people, whatever. DPJ has a lot of cheeses up on his channel. I'll look at his channel too, but I think he said that too of what you just said. Bert Wace says backdate escalation protocol. I could do that. All right. Let's get rid of you. Get some brightness. Mesa, grab any weapons you have with demolitionist perks. Sadly, I don't think I have any weapons with demolitionist. I don't. I love my ringing nail though. But great idea for that. All right, what else for the boots? Challenges. Okay, that's easy. Strike playlists. Kills 300. It's easy. Guardians defeated with void weapons. Beautiful. Well, I'll go in with either recluse, or I haven't used Graviton Lance in so long. See, for PvP, I've been using this. That's my loadout. I love Outbreak Prime, and I love Recluse. Or I'll use Ikelos or Loaded Question for PvP. Blindwell Harmony is instant grenades. That's true. Yes, Luke is. We just went over Luke Smith's post. I will link it in the description of this chat. All right. Anything else here we need to look at? I think that's pretty much it, guys. And guys, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. This was an awesome stream. I almost wasn't going to do it, but the Destiny servers were down. So I was like, you know what? Let me fire up the stream, go over Luke's post, and then go into the reset. Oh, hold on. Let's see if you want to see any of the other burns. I mean, I don't really think anyone's in the Menagerie right now, but let's see what the burns are. Arc, Blackout, Grenadier. Yeah, just like the strikes. What about Reckoning? Let's go look at the Reckoning. Reckoning has... what do you got? Arc. Okay. I always thought the Reckoning was a little bit different. Okay. That's pretty much it, guys. Dude, no Recluse is a scrub crutch gun in PvP. You're better than it. Jack Wolf, I'm not, though. That's the thing. I'm terrible at PvP. Terrible. I'm awful. Although my kill-death ratio, not KAD, is a 1.24, I think. Still, it's basically the same. Let me look up on Destiny Tracker. I'm pretty sure it's the same as my Destiny 1 stats. Oh, the Ascendant Challenge. That's what you guys probably want. You might want to know. Hashtag made it to the end. Thanks, Staratus. Hey, Joshua Long. The Ascendant Challenge. It is over in the Garden of Sila, which is right over here. And it's the one where you go and put on a damage using super, where you're going to go in, grab 3 sparks or orbs or whatever, deposit them in the middle. You're going to have these big knights running around. Deposit all 3. A well will be created in the middle. Every time you run through it, you get your super back, and then you kill the 3 knights and profit. That's it. Xbox is finally up. Sweet. Oh, thanks, Phil. You rock too. All right, so big thank you, man. We got so many channel members here, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. So, hey, Sandre, what do you think of the director's cut, Mesa? Oh, I think it was great. We went over it at the beginning of the stream, the entire thing. So when this archives, everyone could go back and watch it. Or I think if you're on here right now, you can. I think there's DVR enabled. You can go back and watch it. What curse week is it on the Dreaming City? You know what? That's a good question. Oh, this should be week 1. Yeah, because remember, this is where Petra was located when we first flew in. Thank you, Sandre. Bladestorm says, hashtag made it. Yeah, guys, thanks. Great stream, guys. You guys are awesome. So many new channel members, and thank you so much for the channel members who have been here for a long time and supporting this channel. You guys 100% are keeping this channel alive, and I will be streaming on YouTube tomorrow for the reveal. The reveal's at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll go live about probably 20 minutes beforehand so we can kind of hang out and get prepped up and see the changes to Armor 2.0. And it's going to be awesome. So that's pretty much it. Jack Wolf, if you're good enough to earn the Recluse, you're good enough to need outside of comp, stop selling yourself short. Look, I'm all about self-deprecating humor. So the more I bash myself, the less it disarms the trolls. All right, my kill-death ratio, PvP overall, is a 1.24. Yeah. I got better over time, but I have not played. You know what it was? I played a boatload of PvP early on, and then I kind of tapped out a while back. So, all right, everyone spamming a hashtag minute at the end. If you guys could leave a like on the way out, that would be sweet. And guys, thank you so much. Thanks to all the new channel members, the previous channel members, the current channel members. And if you're new, check out the community tab. I don't know if you could see it on mobile, but on desktop, you could see the go to the community tab, and there will be a post there for channel members only, and you could join the Mesa Army, and you'll see a link to our Discord. Please don't share it with anyone. Just keep it to yourself. Come in, and we have a whole bunch of different text channels set up where we all chat and talk. And when I play a little bit on PC, not making PC my main, but when I play on PC from time to time, when Shadowkeep comes out. Oh, look, he's got popcorn too. And he's got the set there. We do LFG in there too, which is awesome. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and click a like on the way out, and that's it. I am out of here.